Alright, today we are doing pairs of linear equation, part 3, and we will be learning the methods of solving pair of linear equation. We have three methods. The first one is substitution method, which we have already done in part 2. If you haven't watched that video, you should watch that video first. Then we have elimination method, which we will be doing today. Elimination method. Now, for elimination method, we have to equate either x or y and eliminate them. Eliminate means remove them, and after removing x we get y, or if we remove y we get x. See how it works. Suppose the question is 3x plus 4y equals to 10 and x minus 2y equals to 2. Say 2x. Now here, to solve this we will call it as equation 1. This is equation 1 and this is equation 2, and we will equate them. Now this equation 1 should be multiplied with some number, and equation 2 should be multiplied with a number. Now after multiplying both the equation, their x should be same. This x is 3 and here we have 2x. Now 3 and 2, LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. In 3 table we get 6 and in 2 table we get 6. So in order to make this 3 as 6, we need to multiply with 2. So we will multiply the entire equation with 2. And in order to make this 2x as 6x, we need to multiply 2 should be multiplied with 3. So this will be multiplied with 3. Now after multiplying the entire equation with 2, we get 2 3s are 6x, 2 4s are 8 and 2 10s are 20. Similarly, if we multiply equation 2 with 3, 3 into 2 will give 6x, 3 2s are 6 and 3 2s are 6 again. Now we subtract them. On subtracting, now this is plus, it becomes minus, this is minus, it becomes plus, and this is plus, it becomes minus. Now 6x minus 6x becomes 0, 8y and 6y, both of them are positive. Remember, this 6 is no more negative, it is positive now. 8y plus 6y makes it 14y equals to 20 minus 6. 20 minus 6 makes it 14. Now here we have y equals to 14 by 14, and if we cancel this we get y is equal to 1. Now we can substitute this value of y in any of this equation, either equation 1 or equation 2, and we will get the value of x. Now putting y equals to 1 in any of the equation we can choose. I'm choosing equation 1. Now in equation 1 we are going to replace the value of y and write it as 1. So we have the equation as 3x plus 4y equals to 10, and this y we will change it as 1. We have 3x plus 4 will be multiplied with y, which is 1, equals to 10. Now on solving this, we have 3x plus 4 into 1 makes it 4 equals to 10, and furthermore 3x will be equal to 10. This 4, if we send it to the other side, comes as minus 4. Now we have 3x is equal to 10 minus 4 makes it 6, and only x is equal to 6, 3. We can cancel it. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So here we get x is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to 2 and y equals to 1. This becomes the answer. Furthermore, let us see. Suppose the question is in fraction x by 2 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1, and x minus y by 3 is equal to 3. Now we need to solve this equation. It is not simplified. We will simplify this and this as well. The LCM of 2 and 3. 2 and 3 LCM will be 6. With this we have multiplied 3 to get 6. Here we will multiply 3. X into 3 makes it 3x. Plus with this we have multiplied 2. So here if we multiply 2 it becomes 4y equals to minus 1. Now this 6 is divided here. If we send it to the other side, it comes as multiply. We have 3x plus 4y equals to 6 goes to the other side, multiplies with 1, we have minus 6. Now these can be taken as equation 1. Coming to the second equation, we have same way, the denominator is 1 and the denominator is 3. We will take LCM. LCM of 1 and 3 is 3. With this we have multiplied 3 to get 3. Here we will multiply 3. X into 3 makes it 3x minus. With this we have multiplied 1 to get 3. So here we will multiply 1. Y into 1 will make it y itself equals to 3. Now this denominator is 3, which is divide. If we send it to the other side, it goes as multiply. We have 3x minus y equals to 3 3s are 9, and this can be taken as equation 2. Now this question becomes like the previous question and we can solve by elimination method. Now equation 1 will be multiplied with some number as well as equation 2, and after multiplying they should become same. Now if you observe this question, here they are already same, 3x and 3x. If you want to keep it same, we will multiply with 1. 1 multiplied with anything keeps it same. So 1, if you multiply with this entire thing, it will remain same. It will remain as 3x plus 4y equals to minus 6. Same thing again, we are multiplying 1 with this equation. We have 3x minus y equals to 9. Now we will subtract them. On subtracting, if you subtract, the sign changes. This becomes minus, this becomes plus, and this is plus, so it will become minus. Now 3x minus 3x becomes 0. This is 4 and this is plus 1. 4y plus 1y makes it 5y equals to 6 is negative, 9 is also negative. Minus 6 and minus 9 makes minus 15. Now here only y will be equal to minus 15 by this is multiply. If I send to the other side, it becomes divide. 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are 15. So y is equal to minus 3. Now after getting y, we can substitute this value of y in any of the equation to find out the value of x. Now putting y is equal to minus 3 in any equation we can choose. I will choose equation 1. Equation 1. Now let's write down what is equation 1. It is 3x plus 4y equals to minus 6, and we will replace the value of y. So 3x will remain as it is, plus 4 multiplied with y is minus 3 equals to minus 6. Now we will solve this to find out the value of x. This 3x remains as it is. 4 multiplied with minus 3 makes minus 12 equals to minus 6. Now minus 12 we send it to the other side. We have 3x is equal to minus 6 plus 12. Now 3x is equal to, if we solve this, we get 6, and x is equal to 6 divided by 3. 3 1s are 3, 3 2s are 6. So we get x is equal to 2. Therefore x is equal to 2 and y is equal to minus 3. This becomes the answer. Now let us solve some word problems. The question given is, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? Now to solve this question, see the last line. For most of the question, you will just see the last line to take what is x and what is y. Here it says what is the fraction. So let us take the fraction as x and y. Let the fraction be x by y. No need to write as numerator as x and denominator as y. If we take the fraction as x by y, it means the numerator is x and the denominator is y. Now we will directly come to case 1. Case 1. In case 1, it says if we add 1 to the numerator x by y, the numerator is x, we need to add 1 and subtract 1 from the denominator. From the denominator, if we subtract 1, then the fraction is reduced to 1. Then the fraction becomes 1. Now again it becomes 1 by 2. This is for case 2. This one we'll leave it now and come to case 2. Case 2. In case 2, it becomes 1 by 2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. So x by y, if we only add 1 to the denominator, it becomes 1 by 2. Now we will solve this and make equation out of it. This one we can simplify. This is divide here, so we can send this to the other side and multiply with 1. Anything multiplied with 1 remains same. It will remain as x plus 1 is equal to y minus 1. Furthermore, we have to write all x, y in one side, so we can write it as x minus y. This y comes this side becomes minus y equals to minus 1, and this 1 goes to the other side becomes minus 1. Now we have x minus y is equal to minus 1 makes it minus 2, and this can be called as equation 1. Similarly, we will solve this one. Here we have denominator here as well, so we will cross multiply. 2 comes and multiplies with x, and this thing multiplies with 1. So 2 into x will make it 2x is equal to anything multiplied with 1 remains same. So y plus 1, if we multiply with 1, it will remain as y plus 1. Now xy we will move in one side, we have 2x, y comes this side becomes minus y equals to on the other side we have only 1. This becomes equation 2. Now we will follow the same process, elimination process. Now equation 1 will be multiplied with some number, and equation 2 will be multiplied with some number to make them equal. Now here, if we multiply this as x and this is 2x, if we multiply this with 2, it will become 2x, and this is already 2x. They will become same. So this has to be multiplied with 2, and this should be multiplied with 1. Now if we multiply this entire thing with 2, it will become 2x minus this will become 2y equals to this also will be multiplied with 2. So 2 into minus 2 makes it minus 4. And here in equation 2 we are multiplying with 1, and we know if we multiply any number with 1 it remains same, so it will remain as 2x minus y equals to 1. Now we will subtract them. On subtracting, now this is positive, it becomes negative, this is negative, it becomes positive, this is positive, it becomes negative. We know 2x minus 2x will become 0, minus 2y and plus y. Remember, this is minus 2 and this is plus 1. 2 minus 1 will make it 1. Greater number sign is negative. Negative 1y, or we can simply write it as minus y equals to minus 4 and minus 1 makes minus 5. Minus and minus is cancelled. So here we have y is equal to 5. This is the value of y. Now we can substitute this value of y in any of the equation to find out the value of x. So putting y equals to 5 in any of the equation we can choose. I'll choose equation 1. Now this is equation 1. The value of x will remain as it is, and y we are changing and we are writing it as 5, so it becomes 5 equals to minus 2. Now minus 5 goes to the other side and becomes plus 5. We have x is equal to minus 2 plus 5. X is equal to minus 2 plus 5 makes it 3. So we got our x as well as y. They were asking you to find out the fraction. We don't write what is x and what is y, we directly write what is fraction. So therefore the required fraction is numerator was x, so 3, and denominator was y, so 5. 3 by 5, this becomes the answer. Now let us see one more word problem. Let's take a age problem now. Suppose the question is 5 years ago Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later Nuri will be twice as old as Sonu. How old is Nuri and Sonu? Here if we see the last line, they are asking the age of Nuri and Sonu, which we don't know, so we will call it as x and y. Let the age of Nuri be x and the age of Sonu be y. Now here the first statement is not present statement, it is statement of 5 years ago, so we have to go back 5 years. 5 years ago. Now 5 years ago what will be the age of Nuri? Now she is x, so 5 years ago we have to subtract 5 to find out what is her age. So Nuri's age will be x minus 5, and that of Sonu's age will be y minus 5. Now we can make the first case 1. It says 5 years ago, so 5 years ago this thing, Nuri was thrice as old as Sonu. So Nuri will be 3 times Sonu. We have to multiply Sonu 3 times to get Nuri. So Sonu's age should be multiplied 3 times to get Nuri's age. We can write it as x minus 5 will become equal to 3 times of Sonu, which is y minus 5. Now we can simplify this to find out the equation from here. So we write it as x minus 5 equals to 3 has to be multiplied with both of these. So 3 into y makes 3y minus 3 into 5 makes 15. All x and y should be in one side. We have x. 3 comes this side becomes minus 3y equals to, we have here minus 15. This 5 goes to the other side, becomes plus 5. Now furthermore we have x minus 3y equals to minus 15 and plus 5 will make it minus 10, and this can be called as equation 1. We got the first equation. Now coming to the second equation, we have to go back to the question once again. In the question it says 10 years later. So the statement is about 10 years later. So we have to go 10 years later. 10 years later. Now 10 years later, Nouri's age will not be x and Sonu's age will not remain y. It will change. So we write down what will be their age. Nouri's age will be x plus 10. After 10 years, 10 should be added. And then Sonu's age y plus 10. Now case 2. Now you see it says 10 years later Nouri will be twice as old as Sonu. So Sonu's age should be multiplied with 2 to get Nouri's age twice. So we write down this will be 2 times of this. X plus 10 is 2 times of y plus 10. That's it. Now the process is same. We will solve this one. It becomes x plus 10 is equal to 2 will be multiplied with both of them. 2y plus 2 10s are 20. X and y should be in one side. So this x remains here. 2 comes this side. 2y minus 2y equals to 20 is in its place. 10 comes to the other side, becomes minus 10. Here we have x minus 2y equals to 20 minus 10 makes 10. So this becomes equation 2. Here we have equation 1 as well as equation 2. Now we can solve these equations using the same method we used earlier, elimination method. So equation 1 will be multiplied with some number as well as equation 2, and then we make it same. Now if you observe, the x and x are already same, so we don't need to change them. We will multiply with 1 and it will remain same. So if you multiply with 1, the entire equation will remain same. X minus 3y equals to minus 10, and here if you multiply with 1 it will remain as x minus 2y equals to 10. Now we subtract them. So on subtracting, we change the sign, it becomes negative, this becomes positive, and this becomes negative. Now x minus x will become 0, minus 3 and plus 2 will give minus 1y equals to minus 10 and minus 10 becomes minus 20. Minus and minus will be cancelled and y equals to 20. After getting y, we can substitute the value of y in any of these equation 1 or 2 and get our x. So putting y equals to 20 in, I'll take 1. Equation 1. Equation 1 is x minus 3y equals to minus 10, and we have to change the value of y. So it will become x minus 3 into the value of y is 20. 20 equals to minus 10. Now after solving this, we have x is minus 3 2s are 6, 60 is equal to minus 10. Now this can be solved as x is equal to, this minus 10 will remain as it is, and this minus 60, if we change to the other side, it comes as plus 60. So here we have x is equal to minus 10 plus 60 will make it 50. So we got x as 50 and y as 20, and x is the age of Nouri. So therefore age of Nouri is equal to 50 years and age of Sonu is equal to 20 years.